Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Third down. Here's Haskins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pull it together. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 35 to Mike. So we got man. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
On 1st down, here's Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Off. Right there. I'm going to run you over. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go back.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Haskins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, check Mike. That's it. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Ricky. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Newman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
To number 27. 8 yards on the pickup.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
You better be afraid of me.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is Butler making the catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Murray's pass complete to Butler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man, Butler complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm trying. Hold. 56. Check 56. So don't say nothing.
Now Murray. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Under 10. Kill. Watch twins. 36. Shoot.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball here.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Being chased out left. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
51's the mic, boy. 51. Let's go. Wild field. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped. Ready? 56. Mike, 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Murray keeps it himself. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike,
Play action. Haskins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
51, Mike. I'm scared. Mike 51. Mike 51. Bring it.
On second down, here's Murray. That's caught over the middle by Seals Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Murray now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off now, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56. Mike, 56, right there. 56.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Push him back. Hey. 50, Mike's 50. Hey.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. 51 the mic.
From the gun, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
3 down. Hey, switch gears.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Murray from midfield. And the catch made by Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
I got him. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go. 58 is the Mike. 3 buttons.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get him! He's coming! We got double up! That's it! Go!
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Newman, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals-Jones. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Watch the run. Go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Here we go. Switch up. Shift.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
We got to step it up.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the ball is knocked out, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 60-yard. Watch the run.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the turnover, here's Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On third down, Murray. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go! This is Pittsburgh. Mark 56. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. He's jumping.
On 2nd and 9, Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 50. Right there, 56.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
50.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
58 to Mike, 58.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58 to Mike. 58, they go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw it, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive.